We all know that the COVID-19 pandemic has caused the temporary closure of so many businesses. Those who do qualify for unemployment have stated it's not enough. So what are people doing to offset the cost of living during this time?
Hey everybody, my name is Theodora. I'm a 26-year-old youth living in sunny Los Angeles, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about how I've been staying sane, productive, and making a little bit of money while during this whole quarantine.
Hey guys, my name is Dana Lingshaw. I am 26 years old from Cleveland, Ohio.
Hello, my name is Richard V, and I've been a stand-up comedian for 18 years.
My name is Chris Trovador. I am a professional tattoo artist. I've been tattooing for 10 years.
I'm Kelsey Rose, and I work as a food stylist and as a chef.
Hi, my name is Saori, and I live in Los Angeles. I work as a Japanese freelance translator.
Prior to the outbreak, I was working at a dental office on the weekdays and a yoga studio on the weekends. Since the outbreak has happened and we have these orders from, the government, I haven't been able to go to work. Both of my employers have shut down, both the dental office and the yoga studio, and have offered to, or at least suggested that we go on unemployment.
Prior to the coronavirus outbreak, I was a product specialist for auto shows. Now, because of the virus, that has been on a halt because you cannot be in groups larger than, now 10. So these events probably won't happen till later fall or until things get better.
I have lost all of my gigs for the year of 2020. One of my biggest gigs I have for the year was the Tokyo Olympics and the Paralympics. I've been dreaming of this job since I was a young kid. And it's unfortunate that it has been postponed.
I work freelance. In the words of my father, if you don't, you eat what you kill, right? So if I don't work, I don't get paid. And it started right when we were really getting coverage about what was going on in Wuhan. And then the cases in the United States were starting to pop up. My boyfriend and I will admit, dismissed it. I was like, this is probably another flu outbreak. It happens. You hear it on the news, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't until I was booked out for the rest of March, which was secured income. I was super good to go, great clients. And they all just started either pushing the dates or canceling them completely. And the worst thing I was reading was we're going to push indefinitely.
The way this all came down for me was this way. I flew in from Guatemala. My tour had just started. As I fly in from Guatemala, I started hearing on the news that the COVID-19 or coronavirus was rampant in China. It didn't concern me. I really didn't pay any attention to it because I was so focused on continuing this tour. I had 2 shows coming up. I had my birthday show on the 22nd. We had multiple shows during the week. As the week went on, they first announced and said, hey, we might have to reduce the show in terms of capacity. So I said, okay, we're still having a show. As I was seeing all of this happen, I could see that I wasn't going to be able to celebrate my birthday. I was born March 23rd. That's it. I knew that the show was going to get canceled. And as the show started canceling, I said, not my birthday show, please. What happens? They call me, hey, Laugh Factory has to let it go. Once the state of California announced, hey guys, we're shutting everybody down. You can't gather more than 10 people. I got the call. And that was the cherry on top. I told my manager, okay, so when can we get back up and running? He said, you don't. That's it. Everything is done. Everything is closed.
Now, because we're stuck in the house and because, we're getting a little stir crazy, I started to realize that this is affording me the perfect opportunity to start a clothing line that I've always wanted to do. Right now, it's just a t-shirt business, but I do hope to expand out. So I've created this t-shirt. I've created some other t-shirts, which are hella dope. At least I think so. And I've definitely taken the time to make sure that I stay productive because I think we can all get a little stir crazy when we're stuck in the house.
We had to think fast, and I luckily got a job teaching English online to Chinese students. This has been great because, one, I teach in my pajamas. How cool is that? And my parents and my students have been so supportive.
So in the meantime, my source of income has been put on the back burner, and all I have been doing is promoting artwork, but different kinds of artwork, not just tattoos. I've been promoting my paintings. I've been doing different kinds of paintings. I also paint custom shoes. These are the Space Jams, you know, a little some. And then I've been just staying busy. These are some boots that I customize, and this is what I'm trying to, you know, promote.
Biggest things that I've approached this quarantine with is how to use my skill set, and whether it's just as a gift to somebody, but also as an additional income, because truly anything really helps right now. So I've been baking bread for my neighbors who have been tipping me, which makes me feel great. One of the things is making birthday cupcakes and cakes for people at home, because normally you would just like run to the store and get a cake, and that's not as accessible or convenient anymore. And so I put up a flyer in our elevator and I was like, hey, is anybody having a birthday, or they just want a cake? You know, let me know.
As a comic, we are our own producers, our own bosses. Okay, so it's not like I can go to somebody else and say, hey, can I have an employment? No, I'm a contractor. But I have other resources. For example, I'm knowledgeable with OSHA rules. So what I started doing is I reached out to a company that does safety meetings. The company I'm working with is Bridge Safety Consulting. What they do is basically engage their audience, basically the workforce, in a funny comedic way. And that's where I come in. That's where Bridge said, this is awesome. I want to do safety with a smile. Times are tough. And if you're a comedian, can you help me deliver these safety messages? These certain things that I knew how to do is present. So now I started presenting these safety meetings through this video chat. And with video chat or webcams, now we're able to deliver these messages. And these are just some of the things that I had to do to basically stay afloat.
I've been working with online platforms such as Upwork and a lot of freelance applications in order to get really small projects here and there. Just to get by. I understand many people are struggling through this really hard time, and the biggest challenge for me was staying positive. Turning on the news and watching the news every day has been a little bit draining mentally for us as a family, and I think it's really important that we stay positive for ourselves and for everybody around us.
Guys, best thing you do is keep yourself busy. Do all the things that you never wanted, you never had time to do. And I know, because I never had time to do these things. And that includes being with your family, bond with your daughter or son,